Say a person needs just three things to truly be happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. It doesn't sound like much, does it? I am so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I so hope you had a safe, calm, happy week. And today I want to do something happy and fun, and I want to do January favorites. And I do think we're going to have fun. How can you not have fun if you're just talking about favorites? So I've got some makeup and some skincare. I've got some kind of nice household items I want to share with you. I got something for everything. Okay, maybe not, but I got a lot of good stuff.
Good morning, Desi. What you got to say? It's my birthday today. What you want to do today? What do you want to do today? Look at that face. Oh, look at that face.
I don't know why I'm so giggly today. I guess it's just I'm in such a good mood because I get to talk to you today. But, before I get to, some of the makeup and skincare, I wanted to share with you some clothes that I bought off of Amazon. And, Amazon for me is really hit or miss. And like 50% of the time, I'll order something from Amazon and I'll be terribly disappointed. So when I order something and it's fantastic, I want to show it to you, I want to tell you about it, and I want to model it for you, just in case you have the same luck I do. But the clothes that I got, I just was so impressed with. So the first thing I wanted to show you is this is a pantsuit. I know you say pantsuit and you start running, but this is a pantsuit by R&M Roberts, and it is a very beautiful plush color. This reminds me of what I got married in 20 years ago that I paid $800 for. Yeah, I know I did. But this is just a beautiful pantsuit. I can't wait to show you what it looks like on. But the cut is so beautiful. The material is absolutely gorgeous. But what really makes this outfit a true star is the way the jacket is cut. And you'll probably be able to see that when I model this for you. But it has kind of a very rock and roll vibe. And it kind of is sewn, so it kind of, is tailored to your body, so it slims you down. This does run a little bit big. Life is so full of surprises, and you never know what occasion you're going to have to go to. From a wedding to a funeral to a graduation. And that's why I wanted to make sure I had this in my wardrobe. I got this for under $50. And now the pants ran a little bit long, so when I model, you'll see like, oh, their pants look a little bit long. So I am going to take the pants up just a little bit, but I don't know, I think this is the kind of outfit you would wear when you weren't concerned about like being the star of the show. You just want to look, when you walk in, elegant.
Yes, it takes time.
love wearing clothes that are just a little bit oversized because they can flow. And this next thing I want to show you is by Flo Young. Terrible name. But they're tunics that I found on Amazon, and I have ordered quite a few tunics off of Amazon, and they were terrible. I mean, some tunics, they look great in the picture, and then you get them on, and you look like a walking tent. I mean, it's awful. But I found one that I really love, and I want to model the 3 of these for you. This is the first one. This is kind of a little leopard print. And the cut of these are so cool because they're kind of a high-low, but they kind of slim you down because they kind of, come in the waist and then they go out. But the way that they swing when you walk, it gives you, it gives you an extra spring in your step. That's not a good way to describe it, but they feel young, even though they look totally age appropriate, whatever that means, but they just feel so good. So I got one in leopard. I got one in just basic black, and I got one that's kind of pretty and artistic. I would wear these like to a spring picnic. We have sometimes these art craft fairs by the river, and I could just see me, wearing this with a little hat.
Sunset and dawn. Yes, it takes time. And we'll dance to the downfall. Happy highs, happy running low. Yes, we dance to the downfall.
I wanted to tell you a little bit about the top that I have on today. And this is brand new that I just got. And this is kind of like a art Bohemian type tunic that is so pretty. It has silk threads, it has velvet on the cuffs and around the collar, and it's just the most beautiful representation of flowers. I just love it. This is the kind of top that when you are out, in public, people will kind of stare at it and ask, where did you get it? Anyway, I got this off of QVC. And this is a Kim Cravel design. You probably know who she is. She is an absolute riot. I think she's in Texas. I'm not sure. But I don't know. There's just something about this top when I saw it. It really spoke to me. It's just a really beautiful, artistic tunic that, well, okay, on those days, maybe you do sort of want to be the star of the show. This is what you would wear. It's so pretty. I can't wait to show, the whole package of what it looks like on.
Because no one should be without flowers on such a special occasion. Mr. B.
One thing that I have done this last year that has been so rough is I have done things that, I've tried to keep my spirits up. And one thing I really missed was, getting out to the stores and buying little gifts for, other people, buying some self-care things for myself, just, it's the little things, little things add up. So I know I'm a day late and a dollar short, but I signed up for an Ipsy bag. And I know when I joined YouTube about 8 years ago, I wasn't doing videos, but I was just watching videos, and everybody was talking about, their Birchbox and, their Ipsy bags. And I don't know, somehow it just, everything fell off a cliff. I mean, we had like Fab, Fit, and Fun, that was just too cheerful for me. So I never signed up for anything, but I did this year, and I have been loving it. These are my little Ipsy bags. Here I got a blue one, and I got a pink one. I get like the little glam bag. And I do have a link below for Ipsy. I know everybody knows what Ipsy is, but my whole point is that, number one, it cheered me up, and it surprised me. It's like getting a gift once a month, and you don't know what's in the bag. Not like marriage. Anyway, there are 3 things that I've gotten 3 Ipsy bags, and there's 3 things that I love that I never would have tried without, having that subscription. And one was my very favorite eyeshadow palette right now, which is by Nomad Tuscany. I use this palette, I don't know, like every day. I love these colors. They're pigmented, they're dramatic, but they're not like, when you walk into a room like, hey, look at me. I just love them. I think they're so cool. And the other thing I got from my Ipsy bag, well, one is for under eyes, and it's fantastic, but I have been using this. I've never used Makeup by Pixie. Have you tried this? This is like, their blush and their highlight and just a very, very subtle contour. Anyway, it's all in one. Never tried any Pixie makeup before, but I love this. I've been using this every day. So let's hear it for the little Ipsy bag. And I don't know, I think it cost me $20 a month, but what fun, right? Yeah.
I get out the camera and I start talking, he has to go to his water dish and start lapping up the water as loud as he possibly can, and then he's going to start eating. Hasn't eaten all day, but now he's going to eat. Why is that? He's a saboteur. You're a saboteur. That's what you are.
I wanted to make sure that I mentioned my very favorite eye cream for January. It was truly a January favorite. And I use the Even Naturals eye gel, but I can't always get that. And I started using this about 5 weeks ago, and I love it. This is Veriphy eye cream. This has cucumber oil and avocado oil in it. And I love it. And for those of you that say, I don't believe in, eye creams, and, I get that. But this eye cream I use all over my face. It is, it's just so, it's so rich, and it just softens my skin so much. I just love it, and my makeup goes on better. So I had to mention this. This is very nice. When I got this in my Ipsy bag. In Michigan, our winters are harsh and windy and cold. And I just wanted to mention, I've been using this kind of trio. And I won't go into, each one in depth, but I just wanted to mention what I have been loving as far as my foundation, my powder, and my primer. And the first thing I wanted to share with you is this is the Dirty Works Radiance Cream. I love this. They have been out of this for 2 years. I haven't been able to get this for 2 years. When I saw that this was available on Amazon again, I lost my mind. I about broke my ankle trying to get to the computer to put in an order. But it's beautiful. It kind of smells a little bit like vanilla. You can wear this with makeup, without makeup. It makes your skin soft, and it makes it glow. You can put it on your legs, your décolleté, your dog. It's just wonderful. This is like, I don't know, $15, and I'd pay more than that for it. The other thing that really surprised me so much is my foundation. I have been using the Color Stay for dry skin, and this was always a foundation that I stayed away from. It's kind of, full coverage and it would cake up on me. They changed the formula, I guess, or I changed my formula. Anyway, I love it. It doesn't settle in my pores. It doesn't age me. It doesn't give me full coverage, but it gives me a lot of coverage. So I love it. Do you use this? I used it years ago. I just hated it, and now I love it. So under my makeup, I have been loving the Radiance Cream. I have been loving the Color Stay Foundation. I'll list below the shade that I'm in, but the other thing I've been loving is the e.l.f. powder, the e.l.f. HD powder. I don't know if this is new or not, but it's new to me. I'm not a powder girl at all, but this, little puff, and, I set my whole face with it, and it's just nice because it just keeps my makeup where it should be, and it makes my blush last longer. I also powder my lids to set my shadow and my eyeliner with it. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that.
Life is kind of a funny business. I thought by the time I reached this age at 66, I'd be winding down in my life. But I'm not. I'm just getting started. And it feels so good.
Some of the early clips in this video are my little adventure that I had this week at the thrift store. And I found this old RCA Victor record, and this reminded me so much of the record collection that my grandfather used to have. And even though my mother was a professional singer, my grandfather, he loved music. And my mother, would always, kind of tease him, ridicule him a little bit because he liked Teresa Brewer and he liked Lawrence Welk and he liked all the corny things. And I don't know, sometimes she kind of robbed him, I think, of his joy. And whenever Mom would be gone, my grandpa and I, we'd always listen to all this music, and we'd watch the shows that my mother told us we shouldn't watch, like the Beverly Hillbillies and Gomer Pyle, the Three Stooges. So my grandfather and I shared a lot of joy. But then I realized, looking back, that I kind of did the same thing to my mom that she did to her dad. I remember, she'd go to the Dollar Tree and she'd buy like doggy placemats and then put them on her wall because she thought they were beautiful to look at. And I would say, "Oh, Mom, don't do that." Looking back on that now, it's like, why didn't I just keep my mouth shut? Why didn't I just let her have her joy? And eventually I did. But it's funny when you look back on those things and you realize that it is, cats in the cradle. Things do come full circle. But when my son first saw my apartment, he was walking by the hallway and he looked in my spare room, which I have, totally crowded with a day bed and my desk and my keyboards. And my keyboards aren't, that's not how you would decorate. You wouldn't put your keyboards there right in front of the window. The room is too small, but I did it anyway because I want to sit and play and write music and look out the window. And my son, when he saw that, he didn't say, "Oh, Mom, your decorating in this room is really terrible. You should really move things around." What he said, as soon as he saw it, his eyes lit up and he said, "Oh, Mom, you're going to love that. You're going to be able to play right in front of a window." He didn't rob me of my joy. He was thrilled. So, I guess the moral of this story is, if you see somebody and they have an amazing joy, go with it. If they tell you they can fly, believe them. Believe them.
Oh boy, this brings back so many memories. My mom had such an amazing record collection. Oh, what I wouldn't give to see the joy in my mother's face one more time. You know, I used to try to teach my mom about the art of decorating, and I would watch the smile drain from her face. She loved her Dollar Tree trinkets, and she taught me, if you love it, dare to show it. And if somebody loves you, they'll love it too, because you do.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for spending this time with us today. I loved every second of it. It means so much to me that I get to hang out with you and chat and share things. And if you get a chance, will you maybe down in the comments, let us know what some of your favorite things for January were. Anyway, please have yourself a wonderful, brand new, safe week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right. It's a deal. We'll be here.
Hey Desi, it's the end of the video. How would you like to end the video? Do you have any ideas?